Okay, we're recording. I'm so excited, you guys. Tonight, I had asked Chyann Nickison to come on and hang out with us for a little bit. It was kind of short notice, but I've been thinking about this for a while, so I'm really glad that you were able to get on with us. And I just know that you have some incredible things to share, some incredible things to kind of bring to the table. Chyann, I met Chyann actually at our green carpet in September, and I didn't even realize who she was. This is kind of a funny story. I was watching one of her videos, I guess her trainings that was on YouTube, and like literally the day before green carpet, and I showed up to green carpet and she was staying in the same house as me. So I was super excited about that because I got to really connect with her and just realize how much of a boss babe she is. And she enrolls so many people, you guys, and I've been kind of telling my team about you all day that this is going to be fire. So why don't you just start with your story, Chyann, and we will move on from there. I'm so excited.
Okay, hey you guys, can y'all hear me and everything? Okay, perfect. So, like she said, my name's Chyann. I am 21. I had to think about that. That's awkward. I'm a triple diamond with It Works. I joined October of 2017, so it's been, I guess, a little less than 2.5 years. I just joined this as a broke college student. Honestly, I was like, I just would like to make some extra money. Long story short, I was with another company before this, was a customer actually, and then customer turned DT. And I honestly kind of had it was like a fast start and then it went slow. It was super weird. So I went executive my first month and I did not make $2,000 in my first month. And I was very upset about that, which is like really sad, but really funny. I was like, literally, because the girl, I joined Chyann Knox and she was a diamond at the time and she was making $2,000 a month. And I was like, if she's making that, like, why can't I? So I basically just got mad that I didn't make $2,000, and I'm obviously red if you can't tell. And it was like super funny. So I ended up coming back, I guess, after conference. I never really stopped working. I just it was weird. Like I was still enrolling distributors. I don't really know how. I was posting like once a week, just like, hey guys, this is It Works, join my team. Like, like things like that. But I was not working it consistently or anything. But I came back after conference of 2018. Shay had called me and was basically just like, look, girl, like we are doing this together. And I was like, okay, awesome. Like, sounds good. I went Ruby in February, Emerald in March, Diamond that June, double that September, and then triple the following March. So triple in March 2019. I was like, what year is that? And we are pushing presidential. I'm pretty positive it's happening this month, which is kind of making me freak out, but like excited at the same time. But if it's not happening this month, it's 100% happening next month. So I'm just super, super excited about that.
That's so crazy. That seems like so fast. How long did you say you've been in this for?
October. So it was October of 2017. So it's been like almost 2.5 years, I think. I'm really not good at math, so not my subject, but it's been like around 2.5 years.
And I, like 2 days ago, was my 3 years. So that just goes to show you guys, everybody's journey is different. That's so awesome, Chyann. And like, Prez, you've been shouting this out for so long. It's happening, and I can't even wait to see this blow up for your team. I know you had some bigger promotions last month, so you're on your way there. That's awesome.
So, I know, and like that was like the weird thing is like once we started popping, because we were like popping rubies and stuff, and like we had like a double or a diamond in a double pop, and I was like, Prez is here. It's like, oh god, like here we go. It was crazy, but I'm so excited.
That's so good. Okay, so why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about what you're working on this month? Like, I know we kind of talked a little bit today about like what's working so well for you and how you're getting all the people in. I know you enroll a ton of distributors. We'll kind of touch on that after, but let's start with customers. What are you doing right now?
So honestly, this is going to go for distributors both, but like for customers, like I am just doing host to post, and I kind of like changed the way I was working my business essentially. And I was like the person that I do work both Facebook and Instagram. And I was like, Facebook is for my customers and Instagram is for my distributors. And like, I don't know why, it's just kind of how it happened one day. And I was talking to Kayla Sims, who's my accountability partner. She's also a triple diamond. And she was like, I just message for host to post everywhere. And I was like, well, yeah, that's smart. So I honestly just started messaging for host to post instead of reaching out and like messaging for, to people to try the products. And I've gotten more potential customers and like signed more people on than I have actually reaching out to people, which is weird because I've only ever reached out to people. Like that is like, I'm so like, I just love doing that honestly, just because I think it's exciting. So it was just super crazy for the fact that I thought I was getting good results reaching out. And then I just started like reaching out for host to post, and those numbers like literally doubled. And I was like, whoa, okay, like that's exciting. But yeah, I know like that's kind of like vague, I guess, but I'm like super big on like sharing my messages and stuff, because like if it's working for me, it's going to work for you guys too. So that's the message that I use for both Facebook and Instagram. I just change the where it says post on your wall to post on your story. And if I need to send any of these to UK, I can afterwards as well, just because I know like they may get lost in the chat and stuff. But I just do like Facebook host to post, Facebook host to post like on their wall, and Instagram's on their stories and stuff. And that's just been working for us super, super well lately. So we're just kind of like riding the host to post train right now.
That's amazing. And I know a lot of people are, and you guys, if you're on my team, you've heard me talking about host to post so much lately. Are you doing the Amy Spence system like that she's got going there, or is it just kind of like the regular host to post that we always did before?
I'm like taking the Amy Spence and like putting my own green twist on it, because I'm also a primary green. Red's actually my secondary color, which I think like I'm pretty even on both, but I am about as green as they come. So I kind of like put my own twist on it, but I definitely do use like majority of her system, if that makes sense.
That's awesome. So if you guys haven't seen, I'll just show you that, because I feel like I've taught this to so many people lately and I love it. So this is what Amy Spence is working with right now. So she's talking about like tracking your host to post that you're getting up. So if you've been around for a while, you've been doing host to post, but this has been such a game changer for so many people, because this page is empty, but we get to like go through and figure out how many host to posts are we getting up every single day. And is your goal 10? Do you have a goal that you're striving for?
My goal right now is 20, but I can kind of explain why I'm doing that. But most of the time it's 10, but I just kind of upped it to 20 because we're going press. Why not? Who cares?
So yeah, 10, 20, 30, whatever you want. You pick your number, you pick what works for you. And I mean, everybody's kind of saying sometimes it takes a few days to get into it. There's been leaders saying like, I never enrolled anybody for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it blew up and I had 46 customers in a month, 36 customers, 28. Like I literally wrote down numbers the other day from a Zoom I was on, 18. Like, and these are people, you guys, that are struggling like to enroll. Even those that are on my team right now, brand new distributors coming in, introduce them to this system. If you haven't watched the video yet, even if I've sent it to you 3 times, ask me for it again. I'll send it to you again, because it's changing the game for so many people. And if you're anything like Chyann and you like to be organized with a green personality, I don't have a whole lot of green in me, but I love being organized, and I love these sheets a lot. Am I glitching? I can hear like, okay, good.
Sounds weird. I'll mute myself because maybe able to.
That's okay. But yeah, it's been so fun. I really, really love that. So I was interested to know if you were kind of running with that whole system as well. And as far as like signing distributors from host to post, would you agree with me that like you're talking to a lot more people? Like you guys, this host to post system, it brings people to you. I've had people come to me and say, well, I don't really want to reach out to people right now about ordering products because like maybe they don't have a lot of money. And I mean, one, that's just a mindset thing that we're telling ourselves. But if you put these host to posts out there, people are coming to your inbox and they want these products right now. So yeah, I'm just pumped about that. I'm really glad to know that that's what you're doing also. And what else was I going to say? I don't know. I guess let's just continue talking about distributors, because I know for a long time, like you were doing other things. Your Instagram is like, if you aren't following Chyann on Instagram, you should go take a peek at her Instagram. Like it looks amazing. Your stories are always full. That's something that I admire for you so much. So kind of talk on that. Like what else are you doing to bring people in?
So also thank you. I love Keto. He is the star of the show. He's typically right here, but he's gone. But Keto is my cat. I love him more than anything. And yes, he is named after our products. I get that all the time. Yes, he's named after our products. But yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I am public. It's just my first and last name with a period in between. But I just like really wanted to talk about Host Post for a second because like you were saying that and I was like over here shaking my head because like I was agreeing with you. But like these have completely changed my business and I love Host to Post. Like I know they work. It was just always the whole thing of like, oh yeah, like customer here, customer there. Like I just don't think I ever had like a good system for them, I guess. And I was on all the Zooms like with Amy Spence and like she gives such good advice. So like definitely use it. I just like with everything, like I had to find what works with me. And that's why I don't use her exact tracker, but I do track mine because I just obviously want to make sure like I'm checking back on them and stuff. But just for like kind of an example, I just went ahead and counted this when you were talking just because I wanted to be able to give you guys like actual numbers. I did a Host to Post bait post essentially last Thursday. So that was the 9th, I guess. So, okay, it's actually been a week. In a week, I have signed 13 distributors, 26 customers, and all of those are like not personally enrolled because I'm trying to get fast starts and stuff, but y'all understand. And then from there, I've gotten up over 400 Host to Post in the last week. And like, it is overwhelming, you guys. And like, that is why I'm saying like my number is 20 because it like, I couldn't just like stop at 10. And like, even in one day, I got like over 150 Host to Post up and it was insane. Like I was like, it was crazy, but like, I just basically had a giveaway or a bait post, I guess. I don't know if that's like the right word for them, but I was posting, I'm doing a giveaway, comment on it. I had people commenting and for the first 30 or so people, which I definitely should not have done, I sent them the giveaway post and oh my gosh, it was so overwhelming. I had at least 5 girls post have 500 plus comments and I was like, ooh, okay. And I was like, I don't know how this is gonna happen, but we're just gonna figure it out. And I literally like just came in here and no, I haven't been blocked or anything. I mean, I've been blocked occasionally for like messaging for like 30 minutes where it just says like action block. I don't know what it says, but it just pops up the little red exclamation point where like I can't send it. So basically what I would do is just like comment back. Like I have so many like different like ways around the system, I guess, to do that because like obviously there was a lot of people trying to get entered and honestly from a week like I still was continuing to do Host to Post after that. I still haven't talked to everyone and like that's where the organization kind of had to come a little bit more in just because every person that did a giveaway Host to Post for me, I just put a star by their name. Everything that I do is in my iPad. I just use the app called Good Notes and that's where I keep everything organized. So like it was, like I said, like, it was overwhelming, but it was the good kind of overwhelm because I was like, this is about to blow up and like it was crazy. So after that, I just started doing a bunch of customer Host to Post. I flip back and forth from like TFX, carb control, cleanse, coffee. I have like so many different ones, like fat fighters. Like I have so many different ones that I do. And I just kind of track like I send like one of each and then I start back at TFX and I just kind of go down. I do an HSN one also, but I do the HSN one that I think Amy Smith actually came up with it, but I used a picture of my hair. So there's like the Pinterest picture with the girl with like luscious hair and there's like numbers. I took a picture of my hair straightened with like the HSN bottle, just like holding it up like behind me. And I made my own like number graph. So people can see that it's like actually me, if that makes sense. But yeah, so kind of going off topic there, but yeah, I'm just like thinking of like a bunch of different things. But like I said, like it was just more or less like as soon as I saw that it was blowing up, like I just kind of like took a breath and I was like, we're just gonna get through it. And it was just like not freaking out because that was like the first thing I did because like my green was like, I'm done. I can't do it. Like I quit. But then I was just like, okay, like we're gonna take a breath and we're just gonna like figure it out. And why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. So, but yeah, basically I just went through it one by one. Like I had so many messages from people, but like I said, like I know I haven't talked to every single person and I don't think they're like, obviously getting back to them, but like for those ones that had like 100 to 200, 300, 500 comments or whatever, I would just comment on them occasionally and just say, for anyone that wants an entry, message me giveaway to secure it. And like I would say, like, message and friend me. I stopped doing the friending one because I was getting about 600 friend requests. So I just said like message me giveaway, and they would message me. I would send them the message back that just says like, this is how you'll secure your entry. And I just sent it in here as well. And then I would just click on their profile and add them as a friend, because they can't tag you if you guys aren't friends. And then just going back from there, sending them a host a post, and then just taking a screenshot of that. I'm really big on like screenshots, I guess. And then at the end of the night, like before I go to bed, I just like cycle through all my screenshots for the day. And that's when I write everything down, because then I can go back and just kind of like sort through everything. So that's just kind of how I do it. It's just like finding that system that works for you and just kind of running with it. That's just what I've been doing. And then recently I started doing the distributor host a post, and I've actually used the Google Forms since before I went double. Like I love the Google Forms. I think they were awesome. So I've been using them for like a really long time, but this is the host a post that I made. And I just kind of took one that I had and just kind of like twisted a little bit, and then in the comment of the host a post, I just comment my Google form. And that is how I've signed all of these all of these distributors, excuse me. I've signed my 13th one today, from the 9th until today. That was when I signed my first DT of the month. So don't think that you're not going to enroll, even if it takes a little bit also. But yeah, and I have over 200 new DT potentials as well. So it's crazy.
That's wild. I have a quick question.
No, you're good.
The Google something, is that the application that everybody's doing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I just called it a Google form because I even have them for like skincare and like health and wellness and stuff on my Instagram bio. So like I've just kind of always used them forever because I was never the person to reach out to someone like about something. So I've just always had those in my bio in case someone wanted information but just didn't want to reach out to me directly. And like you'd be surprised at how many people have told you no, but go and fill out the form. I think that's the craziest thing, because I'm just like, girl, you could have gotten the info from me right then. Like what the heck? But yeah, Google form, influencer application. That's what the name of it is, but I just call it a Google form. But yeah.
Okay. I need to do that. Is there?
I know.
Is that super easy for you to? Is that easy for you to explain how to do, or is there like a Zoom that you can recommend that we watch too?
Yes, there actually is a Zoom that explains how to make them. I actually sent it to one of my girls the other day, or not the other day. I think it was today actually, but it's not going to take me long to find. But I don't know who did it, but it actually is like how to create the influencer application. I hope that works. Okay, yeah, that's the Zoom for you guys to go and watch. I want to say, I'm going to get her name wrong. Her last name's Gilbert, I think. I don't remember her first name. That's terrible. But she has a really good like training on that. I don't know how long it is, but it's super, super simple to set up. It's just more about like making it yourself. Like honestly, I went to Cassie Montoya's because I loved the layout of hers, and I just like took what she said and like copied it and then made it into my own, because I obviously like her story is not my story, and then just continued it with my normal questions. And you guys, like mine's in my bio if you guys want to go get inspiration from it. Like I don't mind at all, just because like I said, like it's working really well for me, and if it's exploding my business, it's going to explode y'all's too. So I'm willing to share that and everything.
That's so awesome. And how about, do you use WordBoard?
Yes, WordBoard has saved my life.
So
I've actually, sorry, go ahead.
Believe it or not, I've never talked to these guys about it. I have an Android, so I don't even have WordBoard. Mine's a little bit different. So if you want to like go into detail on that app and like how much of a lifesaver is, go for it.
You know what? am I allowed to share my screen? Will that work?
We can try it.
Okay, I'm just going to go to like an empty note and try to share my iPad screen with you guys, like hooked in here. I hope this works. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see like my notes and everything? Yeah. Okay, so this right here is WordBoard. I have this screen, and then this one as well. But just to kind of explain WordBoard, like this is like all of our skincare products and like all of like the texture placement, like product descriptions. Weight loss, same thing. Those are all my abbreviations. Make this into yourself. This confuses the heck out of Chyann Knox, and I understand because this kind of confusing to me sometimes, but TFX, and then like this one's going to be like celery, or y'all can't see me clicking, celery, carb control, and fat fighters, like different things like that. So like I just kind of made it to like whatever I could remember it, honestly. This is my nudie tea training. That looks super complex. That is just because we do like a huge 5-day breakdown of our training. So that's all of the trainings, PDT objections. Then there's PLC objections and like the PLC script. Like I literally have so much in here, and like honest to God, if it was not from this word board, I do not know how I would handle my life. Cause like I actually lost all my texture placements the month I was going double. It was like halfway through the month, and I like reset my phone and all of them got deleted, and I was like, this will never happen to me again. So I found the app and I've just been using it since then, and you can sync them between devices. So everything that's on my phone is also on my iPad, and then from that you can actually share them with your team as well. So if you guys want me to like kind of talk, like show you how I can do that, you just basically click the plus sign at the top, click export, click mail, and then you're just going to email them. And you can literally email your entire word board to your entire team. So that's what I did one day. And that's why my word board honestly has so much of the other things in it, just because like I wanted my team to be able to have like all these random scripts and stuff. And Kate, I don't know if you know about the app, but it's called like TextSpand, but it's like the Android version of WordBoard. So I would check that out too. It's like I can't talk or type. It's like TextSpand, I think. Yeah, WordBoard is only for iPhones, but the TextSpand, it's something along those lines, but that one is going to work for Androids, and I've heard that it's basically the same thing, just literally for Androids.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been using something like this for so long because I've had an Android phone for a few years, and with the Samsung phones, it's built in, and now I have a Google phone, so I'm using an app. But I remember going to all my friends that had iPhones before this was even a thing, and I was like, hey, like I'm over here with my Android, and the system's so much easier. But now you guys, I think WordBoard kind of beats what I have, so I'll have to look that up. That's really exciting. So team, this is huge. Like let's get on this. It takes a few days or a day to kind of get everything set up, but it's so much easier. Like I can remember when I didn't have this, I would just go back and forth from my notes section. And when you're doing this host-to-post system, you want it to be fast. You don't want to be sitting there all day trying to get 10 host-to-posts up or 100 like Chyann. So this is just going to make it so much faster for us, and just a lot more fun too. A lot more organized. So that's that. That was amazing. And after seeing all of your distributor training section, if you are finished kind of talking about how to get distributors, I definitely want to hear about that, because that
yeah, this has completely changed my business. It was something that I think Shay and Morgan actually like collabed on, but it's basically just like a 5-day breakdown, and I'm like super big on just like training my distributors, obviously, because like I want them to be successful, and I'm the type of person that like if it wouldn't work for one person, I would change the entire thing. And then like obviously I just kind of like just started flipping at like a bunch of different things, and I just tried so much that I was like, I need to go back to the basics. Like I need to go back to the simple, send me a selfie so I can welcome you to the team page, accept your tax forms, like do your dirt list. Like I just need to go back to the basics. And I also felt, and like this is something that our team personally like collabed on, I guess, but we just kind of felt like our original DT training, just like it wasn't teaching DTs how to become distributors. We were kind of just teaching them how to message their friends and family. and like post like their first post. And that was just like kind of like the I guess hole we were digging was more or less just like you're gonna find like that one firecracker that's gonna figure it out. But as a whole, like these people just like weren't sticking, and like it was obviously it was just like what the heck. So we came up 5-day training, and I can send this to you, Kate, if you want to see like the breakdown of what we do. Basically, like it's broken down into 5 days. It definitely does not take 5 days to get through. Like some girls are going to do it in 2 to 3. Some are going to be like 2 weeks. Like it just happens sometimes. I have a girl that actually joined today, and she's halfway through it already. So that's just like kind of how it goes. But it basically like day 1 just explains like their selfie, or like we ask for their selfie, their tax forms, we explain the shopping spree, watch the welcome, or we send them a welcome video, and then we FaceTime them. And I have a FaceTime like every single, or with my new distributor, like as much as I can, honestly. The FaceTime can take 2 minutes. It can take 30. I had one girl today who was like super, super green, and our FaceTime was 45 minutes. So I mean, like it happens sometimes, but I had one girl and it was like maybe 3. So it's just kind of like whatever questions they have that I can go through like with them. Day 2 is like like how to get 6 customers, essentially, like how to actually sign them up. Because most people, like they would just like, it was just like, I don't know how to explain that, but like if we explained to like go to your website or walk them through eSuite, they had like the steps on how to actually sign them up. So they were just doing it more easily, like on their own. Can I see doing their dirt list and then immediately getting them on host to post. Because most of the time, if their dirt list doesn't buy, host to post will work, or like vice versa. Their dirt list is going to get them their 6 to where host to post we can go into like a little bit deeper stuff. The next day is like explaining samples, follow-ups, interviews into a co-sponsor. Day 4 is all about posting, do their first post, how we post, how to do a live post, products, story albums, all the things. And then day 5 is essentially just getting on another FaceTime with them and explaining what we do. Like as a distributor, you are going to do X, Y, and Z every single day. And after I started doing that, I kid you not, I think I've missed one $50 increment of a fast start in the last 2 months. And like it has been crazy, and like these girls are all signing them by themselves. Obviously, yeah, I am signing up customers too, so I am gonna be able to like place for the ones that don't like, you know what I mean, just like matching their efforts. Like for one girl, she signed a customer, I signed her one, and then it was like back and forth, so she like technically signed 3, but like she's still working. And then I ended up placing a DT under her, so since I did that for her, she's doing that with her new DT, so she's just kind of giving me a fast start too. So I'm like, thank you. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like building it like that. But like I said, like, it's just been super, super helpful for us because we're actually training these girls how to become distributors. And it's just more or less, I'm going to see if I can send the like breakdown of it in here. But, oh yeah, it'll work. That's like going to be pretty long, but that just explains like what we do, and you guys can like create your own things based off of that. But like I said, this has just been working really freaking well for us, and like it's just so much more simplified. So I hope that makes sense. It looks complicated, but in the essence of everything, it's a lot more simple.
I'm so excited. You just made my whole night. And so for those of you that don't know, I actually just found out you can save the chat. All of you can save the chat. There's a little button on the bottom with 3 little dots. If you click that and you click save chat, Cammie taught me this week. So that way you'll have it. You'll have it on your computer and you can go back to this. But thank you so much for that. Are you doing, like, Morgan just started implementing 3-way chats. Have you heard anything about that? Are you guys doing that or no? You are?
Yeah, that's what we call our co-sponsors. That's kind of what it is. I just kind of do that, like, depending on, like, the leadership of the team, I guess. But something that I've really been doing is I've just been, I know this was, like, one of the questions you asked me. I don't know when we wanted to talk about it, but I'm going to kind of, like, dip into that. But one of the things I, like, have really been focusing on this, like, these last couple months is like my leadership, and it's just like different things. Like I've just been like praying and like journaling, like, Lord, we have been pushing for presidential for 13 months now. What the heck is happening? Like, what am I not doing that is like making this not happen, essentially? And I have had so many like revelations, come to Jesus moments, like whatever you want to call them, just within the last couple days, that I've just been like, okay, like, hello, here we are. And it's just like, it was crazy. But so I'm just focusing so hard on my leadership right now and just truly making sure that like I am being the best distributor, or I guess like the best coach I can be to my team. So I'm just being so intentional with them. And like, I am a red green. So like, if you're familiar with the color personalities, I'm not a people person, and it's hard for me to love on my team because that's just not me. I am just like, go, like, I mean, literally, like, I'm as green as they come, and like, I don't know, it's crazy. But like I said, it's just been helping me connect a lot more with my team, and which is also making it more exciting. So like, I actually just signed like my first international distributor yesterday, which is like never happened for me. So I'm freaking pumped. And I literally talked to this girl from London for 2 hours today. And I was just like, it was so awesome. But like, I was just helping, like walking her through the training, and she lives in freaking London. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, it was the coolest thing for me. But getting on this FaceTime and stuff and just like connecting with them and like growing my leadership got me to this point where like I can sit on a FaceTime with someone for 2 hours and like actually train her and like know that she's like going to be fine. I hope that makes sense. And that was kind of like a little loaded question here, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to share that.
No, that's really good. And we've been implementing a lot of new things. I feel like since this whole quarantine thing happened, it's like there's so many trainings going on.
Ideas are popping right now.
Yeah, it's wild. And I like have literally filled this book in just a couple days. But you guys, like, there's so many new systems that we can take advantage of. And that's something I can kind of relate to there. Like, I mean, I've always had a relationship with my team, but I can tell you, like, the culture right now across our whole team, I think I was telling you that today, is just better than it's ever been. And we are so excited, and we're just like running together and cheering each other on. And yeah, I think that comes from a lot of like one-on-ones, taking the time to do FaceTimes with your team, just giving everybody the extra love and attention that they need, and just helping them individually grow. And that's a leadership thing that I've been working on myself. Like, it's tough to be a leader, but we learn every day. And you guys, like, personal development is so important. Journaling is so important. Like, literally get that journal out, get your pen out, and ask God what you need to work on, because I promise you he'll show you. And I've been in the same boat. It's been 13 months of me trying to go triple. It's wild, but it's coming together. It's happening, and I'm just so pumped. So thank you so much for that. And I feel like we're kind of jumping all over tonight. If you have any other thoughts on like what we're talking about now, let me know. If not, I might change topic.
No, yeah, you're good. I'm like, I can literally talk forever, and I'm trying not to do that. So I'm like, I have all my notes here, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm trying to just like go down this list because I could literally talk for hours.
You're good. And I knew that was the case. That's why I didn't even like fill my page next. I was like, Cheyenne can talk. She'll just lead the way. I just have a couple random questions. So right now with the whole pick two deal that we have going on, this is nuts. I'm sure you can agree. Like, I'm so blown away by it. I can't even believe that it was extended again. I did not expect that. So I know your focus right now is host to post. How are you bringing that deal into play? How are you kind of bringing that up for people?
So for the most part, like regardless of what my host to post is, I always offer triple threats. And that came from the month that I went triple. I was like, if I'm going triple, like it's actually triple threat or die. And I was only signing triple threats, like, and I was just like manifesting that basically. So I've just always stuck with that system because it worked then, it's gonna work now too. So I just kind of like, I just kind of like explain it. Like if it's like a TFX host to post, I'm just like, yeah, like, do you also like coffee? And I just kind of like upsell them throughout the conversation. And like the biggest thing that I've been doing with that is in my price message, I'm sending them the price saying like, I'm having like, or I have like an incredible deal right now. You can get this entire package for $99 basically, so 2 for $49. And I don't say pick two because then that just thinks they're getting 2 products. I just say I'm getting like, you get like a special deal because I don't want them to not get the other 2. Does that make sense? So I just basically say like, you're getting this incredible deal, and then I send them a voice memo, and I am just excited. And I'm like, girlfriend, you have no idea like what this is like. And I just say like, I don't even get this deal, and like, I'm jealous that you have the chance to get it. Like, this package retail for like $265 and you're about to get it for $100. So like, come on, like, what are you doing? And I feel like that was just like the biggest thing. And then even just like, if you are talking to someone who is just getting one product, I mean, Skinny Brew, for example, just adding on a cleanse is literally free. And like, that like blew my mind. Like, for TFX, you can add on, I mean, any other products for what, like $13. I really hope that math was right. If not, that's going to be embarrassing. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can just add so many other products onto this. And like, yeah, I understand that the 25 BB orders are like kind of killing the like high enrolling vibes or everything. But like, we have had almost 300 customer enrollments this month. And like, it's like our team's new record, and like, volume has skyrocketed this month. And like, it's insane because like, we're having old customers come back and like either rejoin or just like purchase new products. So if you haven't followed up with your old customers, please do that. But yeah, like, that's just been like the biggest thing. And like, I just haven't really changed my conversations any, more or less just the pricing. I just kind of explained that like, this is like a once in a lifetime offer, and the fact they get to keep it for 90 days. Like, I explained that too. Cause like, even with like our BOGOs and stuff, like, it's only for that 1 month, which like, yeah, it's still a great deal. I'm like, I'm not mad about that, but like, they get to keep this for like the whole 90 days. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, that's insane. So I feel like if you are happy about that, and you are just like, literally, I don't know the word, but just like expressing so much joy and like freaking out essentially that they can get that, they're going to sign up. Like, they're literally going to sign up for that. And I think that's just like the biggest thing that's helped our team so much, is just how excited we are. And that's just honestly from like all aspects of it, not even just enrolling customers, but just everything as a whole.
So good. I'm going to reiterate. So, triple threat. You're doing 2 bags of coffee. Are you doing cleanse or chocolate greens?
So what we do, it kind of depends on like what they want. Essentially, I always ask like what their lifestyle's like. If they eat healthy and they work out, more or less, if they eat healthy, 2 bags of coffee, TFX, and chocolate greens. And if they don't work out and they don't eat healthy, then I'm just switching the TFX with a cleanse or with celery. Didn't know that chocolate greens are not available in all the countries, which makes me really sad. I'm like actually starting to learn more about like the different markets and stuff. That almost made me cry. So what I'm gonna try to do is like implement like the 2 bags of coffee and like I don't know, a couple different products. I'll probably come up with some triple threats or something, but that's just kind of what I'm doing, because I just try to upsell in the beginning as much as possible, because if they can't purchase the 2 for $49 or whatever it is, like the 2 of them, then just put it down to 1, or like put it down to 3, you know, or you know what I mean? Like 3 products or just 2 products, and just kind of like breaking down upselling like that. I never try to upsell at the end of the conversation. I obviously will if we've talked about one product the whole entire conversation, then I will try to upsell them at the end. But more or less, I try to get it all at the beginning, and then I seal it with my personal results. So I do have personal results for all of our products. And I also feel like that's what helps my testimony as well. Cause like I've lost weight, like I'm literally losing it in my cheeks. I can like see this like divots right here. And I'm like, what is that? Like I've never had those before. My hair, I'm Rapunzel over here. Like, it's just crazy. But like, I have those personal testimonies backing the products. So I'm just like, this is me. That's my face. These are my cheeks that are not here anymore. You need this. So like, let's get it kind of thing.
Yes. So for the Canadians on here, most of us, our chocolate greens, they just took them off of the pick too. So, I mean, you can do 2 bags of coffee. You can do the regular greens, the berry greens, and you can do Thermal Fight X, or you can do a cleanse instead of the greens. So that should be our focus, you guys. I know I've already talked about this, but between now and Sunday for sure, until this deal is done. And we're going to turn all of those 25 BB orders into 50 or more. And you're going to see, like Chyann said, our volume, I keep talking about it all month, has skyrocketed. It's skyrocketed, you guys. Like literally our volume right now is where I normally am by the end of the month. And we're only halfway through. So I'm so
Yeah.
excited about this. And yes, the 25 BV orders are getting us somewhere, but imagine if every 25 BV order was 50. We'd have double the volume. So let's just focus on that, because there's so many people right now trying to go ruby, trying to go emerald, trying to go diamond, and you're going to get there so much faster if you are getting those bigger orders in and you're duplicating that for your team. So I'm super glad that you touched on that. And I like the whole triple threat. What did you say?
Triple threat or die.
Yeah, yeah.
I woke up on the 1st, so March 1st, I woke up from a girl that actually filled out my healthy lifestyle survey, and she bought a triple threat, which at the time was like 126 BV, and I was like, I'm going triple, awesome. And it was just like that, like confirmation that I needed, and I was like, okay, triple threat or die. And I was like, let's go, you guys. And then we've just kind of ran with that since then.
Yes, triple threat to triple diamond, because that's what we're running for. All right, what else did I have on my list? Because you can share your screen, like I said, I'm jumping all over the place tonight. Because you can share your screen, I was actually going to ask you before we get on here if you could do this. Can you kind of give it a little overview of how to use the Over app? We had a question earlier about how, like, what's the best app to make Instagram stories or Facebook stories? You guys, the Over app is the best way to go, in my opinion. Even just kind of show us some of the ones that you made if you're able to share your screen.
Yeah, for sure. I will say I use Over. Let's hope this loads. I do use Over and everything, so probably could have opened that first. It's fine. So basically, we just recently found this out. I do not pay for Over and I do not pay for PixArt. And I'm going to kind of like try and walk through these really fast just so you guys like aren't like, I just don't want to be confusing or anything. So like today, I recently just changed like this picture of my boyfriend and I for like the wallpaper and stuff. And I had a girl on my team do a power hour for our team. So I went ahead and like made a graphic. I don't know why that's not loading. I'm so sorry. That was not a good example. Okay. So yeah, I just had like, I made a graphic real quick. So basically like these are like, you can move all of these and everything. These are actually stickers from something that Shay bought, and she was actually able to share it with us. So these are like, most of the things that you'll see are purchased presets, but PixArt has them all for free. So that's the one thing I want to show you guys. I obviously just use these ones because I have them available. But for example, I'm doing a contest in my team page. I found this graphic off of Pinterest, and I basically, the whole thing was cheetah print. So what I did was like, I just like took this part out and like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, yeah. Like you can see like the back right here, like that's what it used to look like on the corner, but I just basically made it to where the cheetah print on like the side by the words is like faded, and then I just colored the rest of it so I could actually just like make it like design like pretty and stuff. And then I'm trying to think. These are like, I had like a team training. These are my customer screenshots. If you guys always see them on my story, I just use the same one every single time. So that's what, like, I know a lot of people, I think, Kate, I think I actually shared mine with you, I think. Yeah. Cause I was like, I remember you had asked me like how I made them, and like, you guys, it's seriously so simple. So if you have a screenshot like this, you can basically just like take a picture of that. Like you can like come over here. So for example, like this, and you can take a screenshot of that like on your customer things. I was trying to see if I had a DT one, but I just basically hold it down and take a screenshot. And if you like, I come back and I click replace, and then I can replace it with anything from here. And I think, yeah, so I can just click replace and it'll put it back like this, and I can stretch it however I want. So I just center it. And this one looks like kind of weird because that one was a screenshot on my iPad. And then I just move this little phone over, click this, replace her picture. That's not gonna work. Okay. I just click replace to replace her picture with someone else's, and I just move this back, and then I just save it, and then I post it to my story. So that's kind of how I do that in a nutshell. And then all of these words, I just keep on here. Like I said, this screenshot is just, I just replace it every single time. If you just want to keep like this basic thing, you can come and click shape. And if you have Over Pro, you can put a shape over it to like cover up the words, so you can put your own screenshot on top. But going off of that, like I said, PixArt is kind of where you can do the more like cool stuff. I'm not entirely familiar with this yet. I'm still kind of like playing around with it. So, okay, let's just do this picture. I edited this picture today. It was what I posted. So PixArt has this cool thing where you can like click cutout down here. Has like the little scissors in the middle. Click the little person button, and it's gonna highlight you red. So I'm just gonna save that. It's gonna make me into this cute little sticker. And then I'm just gonna save that to my camera roll. Come back to over. I'm just gonna use this. And then I can just click image down here and paste this graphic, like paste this little sticker onto that. Looks really bad, but you get the gist of like what I'm trying to say. That's also how I made, go back. I made these stories the other day. I hope I'm able to find this. Also, I'm so sorry. Oh, like this, for example, these are my host to post pictures. So like this is my host to post for Instagram. I just went out and like cut out this little picture of me. It's like not loading. That's super rude. Try this one. This is the HSN picture I was telling you guys about too. Like that's my hair with the HSN with like the numbers beside it. So you can like actually see, and like obviously like this one down here, I heavily messed up. So I just completely restarted. I was like, it's fine. But I've just been kind of like playing around with it. And like this took time. Like this did not just like come to me overnight. So yeah, this is like my HSN picture, and I just basically cut that out, made it look cleaner, I guess, and that's just kind of how I've been doing it. But yeah, I hope that kind of answers your questions. But like I said, basically for PixArt, just to kind of explain this one a little bit more, anything that there is, why is that working? Whoop. Okay, you just come down here and you're gonna click the transparent background. You're gonna click tools, crop, and make it into the little IG story. And then you can get all these stickers. So for example, you can click phone. Oh, that's loud. I don't know if that made noise. I'm so sorry about that. So you can click phone and you'll be able to get the iPhone picture that I had on my other stories. It's a free sticker on PixArt, and you just save it as a transparent background or on a transparent background, and you can paste it to over. And the reason why we do it, I don't know why this isn't working. I'm so sorry. The reason why we do it to over is because on over, you can actually save the projects and stuff. So like, here's like an iPhone that you can use. Yeah, there's like a bunch of different ones. I know for sure there's, oh, look, there's even like a little Android phone. That's cute. But yeah, there's like a
Is Cheyenne present or is it everybody? Cheyenne's present. Okay. Well, anyway, that's amazing. And I've been wondering how everybody's doing that. Like, I just thought the whole iPhone picture was with the paid over app that you get with the iPhone. And I don't have an iPhone, so I didn't think I could get it. She should be back in a second, but so good. And you guys remember that this is recorded. I'm over here trying to take notes, and I'm like, this is all in a recording, so we will be fine. Did we lose her? Yeah, she's gone. Anyway, she'll hop back on. I'm so pumped, so pumped. I just want to get to work. I don't even know if she'll come back on or not. I'm sure she will. Maybe something died. Her iPad died. But yeah. And with this over app, if you're new to the over app, like she said, it takes time, you guys, to get this going. Hey, Lacey, I see your face. It takes time to get this going, but it's so worth it. Like sometimes I'll just sit down. Hey, Cheyenne. I'll sit down for like a night and I'll just be like, okay, I'm going to make 3 edits, and I get them done, and then you can reuse them over and over. And sometimes, like, for example, Cheyenne actually sent me her loyal customer and her distributor enrolling edit, and then I'll just put my picture on top of it. So we can kind of reuse each other's too, and that just saves us a lot of time, and again, sort of creates duplication through our team to simplify everything. Are you back, Cheyenne?
Yes, I'm so sorry, you guys. This is literally story of my life. My Wi-Fi just loves to cut out at the most inconvenient times. It's awesome.
You're good. I had some things to say anyway, so go ahead if you were finished.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to, my Wi-Fi is like not working on any of my devices right now, so I'm not going to share my screen because I don't know if that was like something to do with it. But like I said, PixArt has just like a bunch of free things. So if you just go to PixArt, like search the stickers, whatever you want to use, just save it on a transparent background, and it's transparent, so you can just paste it on top of something onto over. And I don't know if you guys heard me say this, I don't know when it cut out or not, but the reason why we use over like to actually make them is because you can save them as like projects, and it saves all of them, versus PixArt, if you make one, then like you've made one and that's it. Over just kind of like keeps everything like together, so that's why we use that. But we use PixArt for more of the like cool things, I guess.
Awesome. I feel like you just touched on so many things where I'm like, I see somebody doing that, but I don't quite know how they're doing it. And I literally just thought it was my phone. That's what I just finished telling everybody. Like, I thought that I couldn't get some of these features because I have an Android, and I thought it was just specific to iPhone. So
That's funny.
I have some work to do. I'm excited. So we're going to kind of finish up with one last thing. We have a lot of new distributors on here, and I always kind of get everybody to just share like something that's on your heart that you want to put out there to anybody that maybe just joined yesterday or in the last month or whatever, just something that you think they need to hear.
So honestly, you guys, I know if you're new this time of the year and like this season that we're all in right now, it's weird and it's new. Do not focus on it. Like, I don't know like what your guys' like specific situation is, and like if you're being affected, like granted, yes, we're all being affected, but like you understand like what I mean. Don't focus on that. Like, I am 110% believer in the fact that like this business was placed in your life on your timeline for a reason. Just like prime example, a girl joined me 3 days ago. Literally the next day, she learned that her son, who's a newborn, is going to have like some really major surgeries. And she was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I was like, no, you're going to do this, because this business literally was placed in your life for that to happen. And she's a customer for TFX. So and she's had amazing results with the TFX. And I was like, you signed up with me, got those results to join the business, because God is literally about to explode your entire life. And I was like, I know this is hard for you to understand, just because like I don't know what it's like to be a mom, and like I couldn't imagine like what she's going through. But I was just like, you have to just believe me, honestly. And like I just tried to pour as much belief in her as I could, because I mean, I think anyone can do this, and that's for any of you guys as well. Like, I don't know you, but I know you can do this. And that's just like the biggest thing. Like, if you are having those feelings of just like I really don't know, take the belief from us, and like I can promise you, if you just start to just build that confidence little by little, it's going to completely explode your business. I literally did not think I was going to do this. I had no friends, 300 followers on Instagram, and now I have over 10,000 because I've just worked at it every single day. And like, that's just probably like the biggest thing I can say, is just to believe in yourself and just don't focus on the negatives. Honestly, be the positive in this world, or be the positive in the world that it needs right now, because that's literally what we need. I cannot tell you how many times I've had people come to me like, I love that you've never spoken about it one time. I'm like, yeah, because why am I going to talk about it? Like, why am I going to bring that to my page when I can be like the positive energy that these people need to get through the day, you know? So that's like the biggest thing I can leave you guys with.
Amazing. That's exactly what we need tonight. Thank you so much for your time. I knew you would not disappoint. You'd have so many things to share. And I need to go back and watch this replay, because I literally like my paper's full, I have notes everywhere. But I just appreciate this so much. So thank you again. We all appreciate it. And we're ready to go VIP. You're going Prez. And for anybody else that hopped on here tonight, I know you're also striving for some big promotions. Christine, you are one of them. Lacey, you're one of them. I can't see everybody else's faces, but anyway, have a great night. I might have extra questions and I'll message you for them.
You're good, yeah. If you guys need any scripts or anything, definitely just let me know. But thank you guys so much for having me on tonight.
You're welcome. Remember to share the chat, or save the chat, you guys, if you want to keep that. But have a great night.